Hi, everybody. This is Kristen from A Voice in a View. Hope you're all doing well out there. And I'm here to do another video. I'm laying on my sloth pillow. It's so cute. Hold on a minute. I got to show you this. I got this at a drive-through zoo in, I think it was Ohio. Isn't that the, can you see it? It's so darn cute. I love sloths. Anyways, so today's healing lesson is called You Do You. And today I want to challenge you to venture outside of yourself and try something new. Do you really know who you are? Do you really know what your purpose is here? Are you just going along with the crowd? Are you, there, now you can see me better. Are you just going along with what everybody else does? And you just want to fit in? Do you really know who you are? So today, I want you to think about this and try it at some point soon. I want you to try and be by yourself. Go somewhere that you're not used to being at and be by yourself. Whether that's a restaurant, whether that's taking a walk somewhere that you don't normally walk, whether that's going shopping, whether that's, going wherever. But I want you to feel how comfortable you are just being by yourself. And if you feel, or how you feel about it. Can you do it by yourself? Can you go to the movies? Stand in line, buy a ticket, and watch a movie by yourself and eat some popcorn. Are you going to feel like you're being judged because you're there alone? Can you do it? Do you always have to have someone with you? This journey is all about finding yourself, finding out who you really are and what your purpose is here. Because at this time, there's so many that are needed in this journey. And if you're not happy in your life, if things aren't going well, if you know there needs to be changes, but you just keep going like, you just keep going and going and going just because it's your everyday routine. I want you to change it up a little bit. Just do something different, but I want you to do it by yourself and see how you feel in that moment. See how the world looks to you. I'm trying to get that shadow off my eye. But I want you to see how you feel about that situation. And if you're uncomfortable with being by yourself, then you need to do some work on yourself. Because the more you heal inside yourself and release a lot of that negative energy off of you, judgment energy from others, the more comfortable you're going to feel in your own body. The less anxiety you're going to have with being by yourself and being in another room where others are with other people, but you're by yourself. And at the same time, not caring. Not caring that you're by yourself, not caring what other people think. If they're staring over at you, wondering why you're eating lunch by yourself, or why you showed up at that event by yourself. Who cares? Do you really care? And do you really care what others think about you being there by yourself? Because this journey is all about finding yourself. It's about finding out who you really are. And are you hiding behind a mask? Are you just going along, living your life, hiding behind the mask? Is what you're doing in life, is that really what you want to do? That job that you're at, is that really what you want to do? Or are you just going there to get a paycheck? Is this the dream life that you've always wanted? Are you in the situation you are because others want you there? Is it what you want? Is it what you think others want? Or are they trying to control you into staying where you are and not making changes? Because it's so important to focus on you and your journey over anything else, over anyone else. And it doesn't matter what they think about it. It doesn't matter how they feel about it. Because this journey, your life, is all about you. It's all about where you are, how much you can progress, how much you can change and level up, and go further in your ascension journey. Because we are all on this ascension journey right now, moving into the age of Aquarius, where the best is yet to come. And you're here for a reason, a big reason. And you may not have found your purpose yet, but I can guarantee you, the more you get outside in nature, the more you spend time alone. Look up hermit mode. I've done a lot of it. The more you spend time by yourself, the more you get in that uncomfortable space, the more you're going to realize about yourself, the more you're going to be shown, and the more healing you do, and looking outside of yourself instead of, looking within yourself, yes, but I kind of threw myself off on that one. Not looking outside yourself for answers, because you have all the answers inside of you. And whatever's going on in your outside world, pay most attention to you. Whatever is heavy around you or what's going on in your life, pay it no mind. Don't let it give you anxiety. Don't let it control you. Let it go. You need to find out who you are. It's the most important thing right now that needs to be in your life, is to find out who you are and what you're capable of, what change you can make in the world. Okay? We need change. We need good people doing good things for others. We need volunteers. We need big hearts. We need the heart frequency. Okay, the heart chakra frequency. And the more you live from your heart in that loving space for others, the more you're going to rise. The more good changes are going to come into your life. And the better your life will be. Not just for you, but for the people around you. And the more you heal inside yourself, which is all about this process of ascension, the more healing is going to domino onto others. Just by your frequency. Your frequency will catch on. and it will help others to heal as well. And if you don't understand frequency, okay, by opening up your chakra system, very important. I will show you at the end of this video how to do it, like I do most of my videos. But frequency it's like a Wi-Fi station that you can't see. Okay, just like your Wi-Fi, just like how your radio works off of Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Okay, you can't see it, but you know it's there. Your body, okay, you're like a transmitter. And you are the temple of God. And if you haven't found God in your life, now's the time to do it. But you need a spiritual connection, with the Holy Spirit, with God, the universe, whatever you call God. And if you don't have that balance, everything is going to be unbalanced in your life. You're going to be struggling to do this, that, and the other, okay? Because everything is balance. You've got to understand, and overstand, okay? Understand, overstand how the world works around you, how everything is dark and light energy. And the more darkness that you embody, the harder it's going to be. Because the more darkness you have on you, you stay away from God. When you heal the darkness off of you, the more light is activated within you. And your frequency rises. And you become more balanced. You've heard the terms yin and yang. Okay, everything has an opposite. Inside, outside, left, right, up, down. Okay, dark and light. The darkness is all of the heartache, all of the trauma, all of the struggle, the anger, the frustration, the loneliness, all of those dark energies that you've accumulated over your lifetime. Okay, the light energy is information. The light energy is inside of you, but the more darkness you have on you, the less light you have inside. Okay, God is light. So the more you heal, the more you activate your God frequency. And again, light is information. So the more you come back to God and balance yourself out, the more information you will receive as a transmitter. Okay, because you will be connecting on that level, on that frequency. And the more you will be able to see around you, the more you will be able to see who people are in your life, if they have good intentions or bad intentions around you. But a big part of this process is finding you, finding the real you, because you came here with a purpose. And sometimes when we are busy in our lives and we're so used to being in this man-made world, we forget who created us and who we were created to be. And He sent us here for a purpose. And everyone has a purpose right now, whether you believe that or not. And you have to find your purpose. Your purpose is not just to be down here on this plane, just doing your day-to-day. I can guarantee you 100% it's not. If you feel stuck, if you're not happy in your life, if you are being manipulated or controlled, you feel like depressed or like you're in a trance, guys. You do the same thing over and over and over again, and you're tired of it. Okay, there's a reason why you're being shown that. There's a reason why you feel that way. Because you're being asked to change. You're being redirected. And God is trying to get a hold of you to show you what is not going right in your life. Okay, you need to let go of what no longer serves you, whether that be people, places, and things. Okay, the more you let go of that is keeping you stuck, the more you will rise in frequency and help balance you out. But anything that you can do right now to change your life for the better, you need to start doing it. It's very important at this time because we need everybody on board. What we do now will affect generations to come. And it's so important to stay in your heart space. Make good decisions. Okay, think positive. Don't or try not to focus on negative everything, okay? Watch your thoughts. Your thoughts are powerful. What you think, you create. Okay, what you do, you create. Your actions, your words, you're creating every moment. So what you focus on, you're bringing forth into the world. Okay, positive or negative. The energy that you put out, okay, will return. So that goes for everybody. As we're all a collective. We're all God's children and a divine collective. And if we want to make a change, now's the time to do it. Going into the age of Aquarius. And the more people that focus on the good, the more people that focus on healing, the more people focus on living from your heart space, helping people, getting out there and making a difference somewhere in the world, okay, the more it's going to catch on. And we're at a pivotal time right now. Everything is changing, and there's a lot of negative energy out there, and we all see it. It's coming from everywhere. It's all around us, in our face, what we see on the news, politics, just our everyday, we see it. But the more you focus on all of that negative, okay, it pushes out into the world because you are powerful. You are a light being, a human, guys, a human. Part of the definition of hue is light. You are a light being. Whatever you push out into the world with your thoughts and all of it, it changes the world for the better or for the worst. So we all have to be mindful of what we are creating. Whatever you pay attention to, guys, that's the real currency. You are paying attention. Paying. Okay, words they mean a lot, whether you believe it or not. But they mean a lot. So know what you're saying, know what you're doing, because you're creating it. So please live as much as you can from your heart chakra, your heart space. And find out who you are. God put you here for a reason. If you don't understand your purpose, ask Him for help. Please ask Him for help, because we have free will here. And if you don't ask, you're not going to get any help. You have to ask your angels. You have to ask God for help, and you will be shown. Ask God for the truth no matter what the cost. and you're going to be shown. Watch the world shift around you. And if it's negative at first, understand that it's for your highest good. Okay? Say, I am grateful. Whether you're in a good situation or bad, because God will move you through that situation a lot quicker. Say, I am grateful all the time. You don't know how powerful that saying is. It is detrimental that you make sure that you say, I am grateful, and watch the world shift around you. And God will get you on the right path. God will start to show you your purpose. But you have to be present. You have to make an effort. Because nobody else can do this journey for you. You have to do it yourself. You have to be in the truth all the time. Be authentic. Don't wear a mask. Don't hide behind the mask. Start being who you really are. So important in this journey. Because being authentic is living in the truth, and God is the truth. I talk about how you have heavenly energies, the upper energies, the chakra system, the upper chakras of the body are the heavenly energies that bring in abundance, prosperity, and so many good energies. Whereas the lower energies are the devil energies, the lower frequencies of the body that can attach dark energy to you. Okay, that can cause bad luck, that can cause a lot of trouble in your life. Dark energies can attach to you from other people, from your actions, your words, whatever energy you put out into the world will come back to you tenfold. So be careful of what you create. But be in the positive energy as much as possible. Okay? Ask God for help if you need it. Ask your angels. If you don't believe in them, I can guarantee you 100% they're there. You just have to ask. Because we have free will. And you have free will not to ask. But I can guarantee you life's going to be a lot harder if you don't ask. Okay? And watch the world shift when you start to ask. Because they're waiting for you to ask. But on this Christ consciousness journey, this great awakening journey that so many of us are on, so many have awakened to it, and so many haven't. And it's up to you if you want to start this journey with your free will. You have the right to say yes or no, but you have to do it on your own. Make the effort. Okay? Meditate as much as you can. But I'll show you how to do this process of healing, okay, that put me on my journey where I didn't even realize what I was doing, but God showed me how to do it through a lot of research and going through this process of awakening. I started this journey not realizing what I was doing, but this journey saved me. So if you're lost, if you're stuck, if you're tired of feeling drained and with no hope, and you don't know if you can keep going, okay, I'm telling you, this is 100% the journey you need to start. And learning that you have a powerful mind. And through the powerful mind, the 10% that you only use right now, you have the ability to access more of your brain. Okay, the more healing you do, the more information you will be sent, that God will send you to help you awaken, to help you see the world around you, to show you that there's so much more to this life than what you see. Okay, when you awaken, you start to see a lot more with your eyes, guys. You realize that you're not just down here living your life. Okay, there's other realms, the spiritual realm, and God works through you, and He's not somewhere outside of you. Okay, yes, God is everywhere, but mainly God is inside of you, and you are a part of God, and you have abilities just like God does. Okay, because we are all children of God. And when you open up the chakra system, the more healing you do through this process, you come back to God, like when you came into the world, okay, like a little baby, before all the trauma attached to them. The more trauma that you release and alchemize, okay, the more energy you alchemize, you will come back to that baby state with so much trauma taken off of you, and it replaces with the light, or the light activates within you. And the more peace you feel, and the less triggered you will be, okay, the more anxiety you won't feel. The anger, resentment, revenge, all those negative energies that you've accumulated over your lifetime that are sitting inside of you festering, okay, you will release them. And they will no longer control you. Okay, this is the healing process that I'm talking about. So I'm going to give you the process. And soon, guys, I'm going to do an outdoor video, like an example of what I do, okay? When I sit in meditation and I do this. So you understand exactly how to do it for yourself. And I will do that soon. But so, and you can research this information on YouTube on how to open up your chakra system. But with the power of the mind, and your mind is powerful, you can do this process. So you can sit outside, you can sit in a chair. It really doesn't matter where you sit. Okay, just don't cross your legs and sit in silence, sit in quiet. And a lot of times, it's really good to do this in the dark, guys. But sit there with your legs uncrossed in a chair or wherever. Close your eyes, okay? And focus on your heart center. And actually, you can take some deep breaths as well, okay? But focus on your heart center. And I want you to think about one painful experience that you've gone through in your life. Focus on it. Relive it, detail by detail, and see it. Relive it, and feel through it. Okay, cry it out with your tears. Your tears are very important. Okay, your tears are gold. And whether you've been taught in your life to not cry, this is the totally opposite process. Okay, crying is so very important. It gets the darkness off of you, helps you heal from the inside out. Okay, so cry it out. And if you need to do this in private, then do it. But you get all that heaviness off of you. Okay, but just sit there and cry it out. And you'll be amazed every time you do this process with one situation in your life that has traumatized you. You release a little bit of darkness off your body at a time. And the more and more you do it, the more peaceful you become, the more healed you become. Okay, the less controlled you will be from the darkness that sits on you and inside of you. And actually, the more you do this, the more weight will come off of you. Okay, because you carry your darkness inside and outside of your body. But you'll be amazed on what will be released out of your life from all of this healing. You're probably going to stop drinking. You're probably going to be... There's so many things, but you're going to stop doing a lot of things that you used to. You're going to start to transform into a completely different person. You're not going to recognize yourself. You're going to do a 360. You might stop going to the bar. You might want to be alone all the time. You might not want to hang around certain people because they are on a different frequency than you are. Okay? And that's one thing that happens in this process. And it's because you don't resonate anymore with certain aspects of your life. It's not anything against anyone. It's just that you don't align with them anymore. Okay? You're not on that frequency anymore. And you're changing, and God is getting a hold of you and showing you different things that you've never seen before, that you've never experienced. And God wants to get you alone so he can show you his world. Okay? The more you heal, the more you will be shown and experience, with some amazing experiences. But this is the process of ascension. And right now, more than ever, please find this process and start it. Research it. Understand what each chakra does. And your mind is very powerful. Okay? It's extremely powerful. You have no idea. All the energies that everybody has put out into the world, we're seeing it return. Okay? It's crazy out there. But today, I want you to really think about going somewhere all by yourself, somewhere new, somewhere different, and seeing how you feel about it. See what you can experience in that moment. See how different you feel. And it's probably going to be uncomfortable, guys, if you're not used to being alone, okay? But the more you do it, the more you're going to realize there's a whole other world out there in the natural world that you're not seeing, that has been hidden from you. Okay, but you're going to start to have a lot of magical experiences that you never realized could happen. And it's so true, guys. I went through this so many times and still go through it. But healing is a constant process. There's never an end. But the more you do it, the more you're going to change your life for the better. So I encourage you today to take that first step and start changing the world and making the world around you a little better. Okay, making the world a little better. And the more people that do it, the more change, the more good change we can make in the world during this transition phase. Because we are in transition. We're going from the dark to the light. Okay? And whatever we do now will affect generations to come, especially for our kids. And we want the best for our kids, guys. We see everyone struggling out there, but I know that the kids right now, it looks bleak. And we want a better world for our children. So the more positive you put into the world, the better outcome we're all going to have. So please start this journey today. But first, you do you. You change yourself. And the more you change yourself for the better, it's going to domino onto others. And the healing will domino. Your healing will start to change others, okay? Just by you changing your frequency. The more you heal, the more it will change the world around you and change the people in your life. Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. I hope you learned a little bit today. And right now, more than ever, so important to start the journey of ascension. Live in your heart space and find out who you really are behind the mask that you wear and what difference you can make in the world. Okay, this is Kristen from A Voice in a View, guys. Hang in there with everything going on and try to be as positive as possible. Okay? Live from your heart space. Okay, this is Kristen from A Voice in a View. Peace, love, and light. Love you all. Bye.